Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into a really fascinating source today, a thoughtful journal entry by an author named Ang. Ang has been documenting this whole journey toward natural physical well-being, and this specific entry, it details a surprisingly simple evening habit that literally transformed their digestive balance. Let's get right into this ginger ritual.
Section 1. A simple digestive discovery. From evening discomfort to morning relief.
Now, are you dealing with all-day indigestion? Because man, it is an incredibly relatable struggle. You're just trying to go through your day with that heavy, uncomfortable feeling that totally disrupts your focus and ruins your appetite, right? And by the time evening rolls around, all you really want is an easy, comforting solution to finally get some rest. Well, that's exactly the reality Ang was facing.
Ang actually writes directly about this in her journal, saying, "Last night, just before bedtime, I drank a glass of warm water with ginger to soothe the indigestion I've been feeling throughout the day." It's just so beautifully uncomplicated. No crazy expensive supplements, no elaborate 10-step routine, just looking for some relief using warm water and a super common root. But, it's what happened next that makes this whole thing worth exploring.
The very next morning, Ang noted a sudden, distinct improvement in morning regularity. A single glass of ginger water the night before yielded an immediate positive result the very next day. Crazy, right? This wasn't just about temporarily soothing the stomach so they could sleep. It fundamentally improved the body's digestive mechanics overnight. So naturally, this sudden success begs the question, why? What is actually happening inside the body to make this work? Which brings us to Section 2, the science of gingerols, why the ritual actually works. So, to really understand why this works, we need to talk about prokinetics. A prokinetic is basically a substance that stimulates rhythmic contractions in your digestive tract, helping move waste efficiently. Think of it like a natural pacemaker for your gut. Instead of your digestion just stagnating, which, by the way, is exactly what causes that awful all-day indigestion Ang experienced, a prokinetic encourages everything to keep moving at a healthy, steady pace. Here's the magic. Ginger naturally contains these active compounds called gingerols. When you drink that warm ginger water, those gingerols get right to work, acting precisely as a prokinetic. They actively stimulate those vital digestive tract contractions, literally pushing waste out of the system efficiently. It's just this incredibly elegant biological intervention using a simple natural compound to completely relieve digestive stagnation.
Section 3. Finding the perfect dosage. Why more isn't always better. Now, while ginger is all natural, Ang's notes do come with an important warning. You really shouldn't consume it in unlimited quantities. The ideal dose is actually remarkably small. We're talking just one thin slice of fresh ginger or a small teaspoon of ginger powder. That is literally all your body needs to kickstart the whole prokinetic process. If you overdo it, well, you risk creating the exact opposite effect of what you want. Overstimulating your system can actually leave you feeling bloated or gassy, which nobody wants. You want to gently encourage your digestion, right? Not completely overwhelm it.
Moving on to Section 4, timing your ginger ritual, the optimal evening schedule. So when should you actually prepare this drink? Well, ideally, you eat your dinner and then wait about 1 to 2 hours before having your ginger water. The logic here is super practical. This window allows your body to process the ginger while you are still upright. You've got gravity working with the ginger's prokinetic properties to move things downward. Then, after 2 or more hours have passed since dinner, you're good to go to sleep. However, and this is a pretty crucial caveat here, individual reactions definitely vary. Remember Ang's original journal entry? Ang actually drank the ginger water right before bedtime and still experienced all those great benefits without a hint of discomfort. The source material makes it very clear that everyone's body is going to react slightly differently to ginger. So, that 1 to 2 hour upright window, it's a great starting guideline for sure. But you are absolutely encouraged to listen to your own body and find the exact timing that brings you the most comfort.
Section 5. Pairing for extra benefits. Exploring herbal combinations.
Now, for some of us, plain warm water might feel just a bit boring, but Ang's notes actually provide a really cool roadmap for upgrading this evening ritual through herbal synergy. We already know that ginger stimulates digestion, right? It's the engine. But if you pair it with peppermint, you add an herb that actively relaxes your muscles. Or pair it with chamomile, and you calm the nervous system. Just imagine that combined effect. You're stimulating the removal of waste, you're relaxing your physical muscles, and you're calming your mind, all in one single warm evening cup. While Ang does note they haven't tried these specific combinations themselves just yet, it's flagged as a highly promising area for future exploration.
Which brings us to our final thought for today. What is your evening digestive ritual going to look like? Are you going to stick to the pure, simple efficacy of a single thin slice of ginger to get things moving? Or are you going to start experimenting, maybe layering in some peppermint or chamomile to craft a full-body wind-down routine tailored entirely to you? I mean, Ang's journey really shows us that profound relief can sometimes be found in the absolute simplest, most natural evening adjustments. It's a really empowering thought to end on, I think. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.